Hey, 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 Facebook. There we go. Yeah. So, of course, everyone, give me a second to get this shared out. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and get started and dive right on into this topic. Uh, and so, yeah, give me one. Oh, supposed to. Cool, 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 cool. So give me a second to share it out to my group, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Um, we'll go ahead and get started. So give me a second. So those of you that do not know me, so if you're new to my page, if you're new, you're joining me either from my personal page or my business page. Then definitely hi, hello. I am Beverly Walthour, a business strategist for Christian female coaches and consultants. And my goal is to help you create consistent clients and consistent revenue in 12 weeks or less. And so, hey, you guys, I see you guys. Thank you so much for coming on into the room. Hey, I see you guys. There we go. Hey. Some of you guys I haven't seen for a minute. How are you guys doing? So, once again, I am Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist for Christian female coaches and consultants. I help you create consistent clients and consistent income in 12 weeks or less. So once again, you guys, if you're joining me from my personal page or from my business page, say hello. If you're joining me from my Facebook group, say hello, hi, hello, hey, whichever one of those you prefer. If you are joining me from my personal page or my business page and you are not a part of my amazing Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants, that's a long title. That's a long title. But if you're not a part of my Facebook group, if you're joining me from my personal page or my business page, then you'll see the link right above. Just click on the link, answer the 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, you guys, you're not getting in. So I don't know any other way to say it. So every time I create a post, I always say answer the 3 questions. And then someone will come in and make a request and they don't answer. I'm confused. But yeah, definitely make sure you answer the 3 questions. I just want to make sure the group is a good fit for you. You may get to those questions, you're like, oh, never mind, this is not what I need. And that's cool, but hey, answer the question. If you realize you clicked on join by mistake, you could just click on cancel. It'll allow you to cancel the request. And hey, no harm, no foul. So yeah, no harm, no foul at all. Once again, hey, I see you guys kicking down the door. If you're joining me from my personal page or my business page, then click on the share button, share it out, especially if you know other coaches that follow you on your page, and definitely share this out. I see all of you guys. Hey, I see you guys. And last but not least, those of you that are catching me on the replay, because I always have an awesome replay viewers. Those of you that are catching me on the replay, type in hashtag replay, leave your questions, leave your comments, all that good stuff, and I will respond back to you. Now, I think that's all the preliminary information. Once again, if you are new, if this is your first time watching me live, definitely let me know that you are a new viewer. Because once again, I definitely, and I say this all the time, I do not take for granted when you guys actually hop on and catch me live. And then those of you that still decide that, hey, I'm going to catch the replay. Thank you so much for catching the replay as well. Because once again, I know you could be spending 30 minutes of your time doing something else. And so let's go ahead and dive on in. I see you. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and dive on into the topic. And so as you saw from the title, I'm talking about the number one reason why you are not selling your product, your service. And you guys, when I say product, it doesn't matter if it's a physical product or a digital product as a coach, your services. So whether or not it's a group program that you have, it might be your one-on-one, it might be your, whatever you could put into that category of your services. So that's what I'm referring to. And so the number one reason why people are not purchasing your services. And so there's actually 5 reasons why people don't buy. Actually, 5 reasons why people don't buy. We're only going to touch on one on this particular broadcast because it's one of the leading reasons. So once again, it's usually 5 reasons, 5 categories, 5 reasons why people don't buy. So you guys, if you are a coach or an entrepreneur, period. Of course, I work specifically with coaches, but if you are an entrepreneur, you need to make sure you know these 5 reasons, because when you know these 5 reasons, it's easier for you to address them. And so those people that have signed up for my Road to 5K, those people that have signed up for my the Road to 5K workshop, we're going to actually talk about that in the workshop. We're going to talk about the 5 reasons. Because once again, you guys, you can have the most amazing product or service. You can have the most amazing product or service, but if you don't know how to sell it, Yeah, that's a problem. So that's why we're going to, in the Road to 5K, the workshop that I'm doing, that's why we're going to address that, because you have to know the 5 reasons why people buy or don't buy from you. So by addressing those 5 reasons when you're creating your services, when you're talking about your services, an amazing way to kind of help you handle objections before there's actually an objection. Like before people actually voice it, some of the objections, you can actually address them beforehand. So that's why for the Road to 5K, those of you, if you're not selling your services the way that you desire to sell them, I strongly encourage you to join the workshop. I strongly encourage you to join the workshop because once again, we're going to talk about it. Once again, tonight, we're only going to hit on one reason, but in the workshop, we're going to address the 5 reasons why people don't buy. We're going to talk about those 5 reasons. So once again, as an entrepreneur, you should know these 5 reasons anyway. Like that should be part of your repertoire, part of your know-how. If you're selling anything. So like I said, for those people that are that have already signed up for the Road to 5K months workshop, you're good because we're going to talk about it during that time. If you have not signed up and you're not getting people to buy your services, then I strongly encourage you. This is only going to be one component, the Road to 5K months workshop. That goal is to help you either repackage your services, especially if you know that you are underpricing. 99.99999% of you guys are undercharging for your services. So the Road to 5K months workshop is going to show you how to do that. We're going to also, for those of you that don't have your services together, you don't have packages, we're going to walk. So if you have your packages already created, or if you don't, we're going to walk step by step on what you need to make sure that you have included in your services. Not only are we going to walk you step by step, we're going to talk about how to price it. How do I price this thing? Because once again, some of you guys, you have a program that you have priced at $147. That should be at $14.97. That should be at $29.97. Some of you guys, you have all the elements in there. It's just the pricing is off. So we're going to talk about what you should include in your services. So we're going to walk you step by step. That's why this workshop is 4 hours. So by the time you get done, you're going to be sweating, and that's fine. But once again, you're going to have at least one service mapped out, and then you're going to be able to use that as a blueprint to create all other services that you have. So we're going to make sure that you have one already mapped out. We're going to have it priced as well. So that way you are comfortable with the price. So of course, there's going to be some mindset work in there, because you guys, I can tell you all day long, hey, you know what? That package should really be $19.97. But if mindset, you're not there, you're not going to be able to sell it, period. So it's not just slapping a 0 or slapping a 1 on somewhere. That's not how you do it. So once again, we're going to talk about that in the Road to 5K. We're going to talk about once again, walking you step by step, so you know, because that's a piece I know that a lot of coaching programs are missing. They don't tell you what to include. They'll say, yeah, hey, let's go ahead and create this service, but they don't tell you what to include in the package. So we're going to talk about that in the Road to 5K months workshop. We're going to talk about what you can put in your services. We're going to talk about how to actually price it. We're going to talk about how to handle these objections. So these 5 objections that I'm talking about, 5 reasons why people don't buy. Because once again, you can have the best package in the world, but if you don't know how to sell it, what's the point of it? So we're going to address that. What the people don't know who have signed up for it, I told you guys, we're going to have a week of implementation. That week of implementation, you're selling. You're selling. We're going to sell for 7 days. Do you guys hear me? So once again, remember, when I don't care if it's a program, if it's a challenge, this workshop that we're doing, this implementation week, the goal is for you to create revenue. Like, I don't want you just to consume the information without actually implementing. So part of it, when I say the different tasks that you're going to do each day, it includes you selling. So if you're not about selling your services, if you're just like, well, hey, I'm just going to keep consuming information, then I'm telling you, this workshop is not for you. Do not sign up. But if your goal is to actually sell something, then I want you to sign up. My goal is for you to start creating these $1,000 weeks, and then turn those $1,000 weeks into $1,000 days. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. So that investment, once again, your goal is to either double your investment or to triple your investment. Nope, Trina, if you don't have something created, it's fine if you don't have something created. It is completely fine if you don't have something created already. That's what we're going to do together. So once again, there are people that are coming in, they don't have a service yet, and that's fine, because once again, I'm going to give you the blueprint, and you're going to literally create it. You're going to either create one, or you're going to repackage one that you already have. So no, ma'am, not unless you just want to do something. If you want to do something, you can, but it may be a waste of time to go ahead and do it that way, because I promise you, the way that I'm going to show you how to do this, you're not used to doing it this way. The method that I show you, you're not used to this. So if you don't have something created, that's fine. You don't have to go and create something. I'm going to show you a blueprint that you can use. And with this blueprint, you can use it every time you want to create a service. And so you guys, now back to the topic, the number one reason why people are not purchasing your services. And you guys, once again, there are 5 of them. So in the workshop, we're going to address all 5. But today, you guys, one of the number one reasons that people are not purchasing your services is they don't see the value in it. And so I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, I thought you were going to say they didn't have the money. That's not the number one reason why they don't purchase. You guys, you have to remember. And think about anytime you buy something, period. What's something you buy? Think out the last thing you purchased. Once again, especially if it wasn't a need, like if it wasn't food, like you bought it because you needed the food to eat. But think about something that you bought, either, clothing, or if it was a service that you purchased. I want you to think about the value. Why did you purchase that particular thing? Once again, it was because you had to see the value in what it was that you were purchasing. And so all the time, I'll use that example of those iPhone people that are out there that once again will stand in line. They will stand in line for overnight to pay for a phone that's $1,000. And that phone does the exact same thing that a $99 phone. I don't even know if they even make phones for $99 anymore. It will do the same thing. But once again, first of all, they have that loyalty base there. They have that base of their loyal customers. But once again, they see the value. Like they will argue with a Droid user. They will go back and forth with a Droid user about all the value that they get from their phone. Oh, the camera's better. Oh, everything is all in one. You know what I'm saying? Like they have all the devices are synced together. Once again, they're telling you about the features, they're telling you about the benefits of this particular phone. Like they're not going in, and this is where we kind of fall down as an entrepreneur, because they don't tell you, okay, the specs on this phone. The phone is 10 inches. I'm just making these numbers up. It's 10 inches wide and long, and we get this number of pixels on. That's not what they're saying to you. They're going through and they're telling you about the benefits of having this phone. So once again, if you want all of your stuff synced together, so that way one central location. Let's go ahead and do this iPhone. If you want to make sure the quality of the picture, so when you're snapping a picture, you don't have to worry about taking 50 selfies. On that first or second selfie, you're going to at least have the quality there. So you guys, once again, you have to keep in mind the value. And so this is the piece where I said that as entrepreneurs, especially service-based entrepreneurs, and you guys hear me say this all the time, and yet and still, I still see people that do this when they're talking about their services. So once again, when you're on a call with someone, so if you're on a sales call, or you've made a post, or if you've emailed your list, or if it's on your blog, wherever you communicate with your ideal client about a particular product or service that you have, really and truly go back and look at how you're describing that service. Once again, you have to show them the value in what it is that you're purchasing. And so some people are like, well, Bella, I don't get it. I don't understand when you say value. What does that mean? I don't get it. You guys, it's all part of a bigger picture. So when we're talking about, or when I'm talking about value, part of that means you have to know what it is that your ideal client desires. What exactly does my ideal client want? What do they want? And so once again, you guys, it's usually 5 reasons why people purchase something. So when you know these 5 reasons and you're talking about your product or your service, when you're able to speak to the things that they desire, once again, it makes the selling part so much easier. Because once again, your ideal client is going to be able to see in themselves, hey, yeah, that is what I need. That's what I need. Or that's what I want. Actually, what we're doing is selling them the things that they want. And so time and time again, I see people like my clients that come to me before they come to me, because as we're working together, they clearly see the error in their ways. But you guys, so often, and I'm not even going to have you guys raise your hand, but I just want you to ask yourself mentally, when you have a product or a service that you're selling, so often you are focused on selling that particular thing. This is what I had, especially if you're chatting with someone. So if you're chatting with someone in Messenger, or if you're actually talking to them on a sales call, so often you are so laser focused on this one thing that you want to sell that you're not listening to what they're telling you that they need. So you may be talking about this particular product or service, and they're looking like, but that's not what I need. That's not what I'm telling you I need. That's not what I need. So once again, that's why I said, I don't care how amazing that product or service is. if they don't see the value in it, because one, you're not even speaking to their need, what it is that they need or what they want. I like to say that actually what they want. And so you guys, that's going to be key. So when we're talking about value and what it is that your ideal client wants, you have to be able to speak to that. But that means you have to listen to what it is that they're telling you, because they will tell you. And you guys, once again, like I said, when you're having a conversation with someone in Messenger, or when you are actually having a conversation with them on a sales call, you guys, it is so key that you listen and not be so focused on, once again, selling this one particular thing, because you have it set in your head that, oh my gosh, this is what I want to sell. Like if it's your book, like I said, it may be your group coaching program, but they're telling you, they're clearly telling you that, hey, I don't do well with groups. I really like to work with someone one-on-one, because I'm just at a point in my life where I don't want other people to know what's going on. So whatever it may be, depending upon which type of coaching you're doing. But once again, you're so focused on selling this group program, and they just clearly told you that's not what they want. So once again, you're telling how amazing this thing is, and you've lost them as a potential client, because once again, you're not listening to what they're saying. So you guys, once again, you want to make sure that you're actually portraying the value of what it is that your ideal client wants. Now, you guys, when it comes to this value though, and you're talking, so say for instance, you get someone on a call or you're in Messenger with someone and you had a post up and they responded to the post. So clearly, we'll say they have a desire to write a book. So clearly that they have a desire to write this book. They want to write a book. And so you guys are chit-chatting in Messenger. So you already know coming into Messenger that they want to write this book. And so, you're having this conversation, once again, Messenger or actually on a call, however you speak with your ideal client. You guys, you also have to realize that fear is still going to kick in for that person. Fear is going to be there, especially if this is something that's going to cause them to have to move outside their comfort zone. So not only do you have to speak with them about the value of it, but you also have to speak to that fear that a lot of them are going to experience. Like I said, especially if what it is that they're doing is going to cause them to move outside their comfort zone. And usually anything that's going to take them from doing what they normally do is going to take them outside their comfort zone. It really and truly is. And so you guys, you have to realize, like I said, as that entrepreneur, you are speaking to, yes, the value. This is amazing. But once again, also that fear as well. And so you guys, this is something every single day I know, because once again, for me, and now, I'm a business strategist. And so what I do is help you create more clients and more revenue in your business, but I don't do it for free. So I know that with my ideal clients, yes, I have to talk about the value. Once again, this is what's going to happen. You invest in this program, this is what's going to happen. And so I can go through and I can list all the value. And you guys, if you go back and you look at my post where I'm promoting something, once again, I lead with the value of me talking about, this is what you're going to get out of this program. This is what's going to happen out of this product. This is what you're going to get out of this service. So I always lead with the value. But then once again, there are other pieces that are woven into that post or into that email or into my blog that's also addressing their fear. And so you guys, it's like a little dance that you have to do. Because remember, we're asking them to get outside their comfort zone. We're asking them to stretch. We're asking them, for a lot of them, to do something that they haven't done, or to do something where they may have invested before and they did not get the results that they were looking for. So now they're a little gun shy. And so I've spoken on this before, and I've equated it to a relationship of how, we've all been in a relationship that was not the best relationship. I'm just saying, they have not been the best relationships. And so you have to make that decision. Am I going to carry all this baggage with me into the new relationship? Or am I going to go in with a clean slate and give this person a chance where I'm not judging them on what happened in a previous relationship? The same thing when people are working with you as coaches, as strategists, as consultants. They're coming in, a lot of times they're coming in with baggage from other people. And so you have to address that fear as well. Hey, yes. And you guys, I know Black Linda said that. Yes, you guys, I've been moving to doing a lot of my videos in my Facebook group. So that's where they've been. So I've been live. I was live last week, but I was in my Facebook group. So I'm moving a lot of my content into my group now. And so you guys, like I said, you have to, so like I said, I consider it a dance. Because yes, I have to talk about the value, but I also have to address their fears as well. And once again, part of what we're doing in the Road to 5K, the workshop that I've done a couple of posts about, this workshop, we're going to talk about how to address those fears. There are going to be specific fears that we're going to talk about in this workshop. Because once again, when you're able to address the fears before they're even expressed, it makes it easier for you to sell your services to someone, because they're like, oh, okay, I was just double checking. I wasn't sure if this is what she was. But once again, when you address it ahead of time, it brings down some of those walls. So you guys, when I tell you, and I've said this before, when people tell you that they don't have the money for something, I promise you 9 times out of 10, that is not the reason why. Now, sometimes, yes, people just don't have, they just don't have. They just don't. They just don't. But once again, a lot of the times when people say they don't have the money, that's not true. That once again, there's some layers to this that you have to peel back, because actually they're not telling you the whole truth. Let me say it that way. They're not telling you the whole truth. It may be that they don't have money for that service that you were trying to sell them, because that's not what they told you they needed. But once again, when we do the Road to 5K months, that workshop that I'm doing on September the 8th, we're going to address all that. Of course, those of you that are in Faith Filled and Fully Booked, you already know we're going way, I already told y'all going to get uncomfortable anyway. But once again, the Road to 5K months, that workshop, once again, those 4 hours we're going to spend together, and we're going to power through creating your program. We're going to power through how to price it. We're going to power through how to address the reasons why people buy. We're going to talk about those objections as well. And then during those 7 days of implementation, we are selling. We are selling. You guys, you should make at least $1,000. That's at the least in that week of implementation. That's at the least. That is at the minimum $1,000. So once again, you're either going to double. Your goal should be to double your investment in this workshop, or to triple your investment, because some of you guys are already generating $1,000 weeks. So now your goal should be to generate $1,000 days. That should be your goal. Your goal, you should be selling something every week. The goal is to move it, selling something every day. But some of you guys are not there yet. So once again, this workshop is going to help both of those types of people because of the way it's set up. Once again, the 4-hour workshop, and then we have the 1 week of implementation. And so I've already said, if you're not ready to work, do not sign up for this workshop. That's why I have in the word workshop, capital W, capital O, capital R, capital K, because we're going to work for those 4 hours. You guys know I love you, and my goal is for you to generate revenue. I've already told them, I don't want you leaving 2018 without hitting your financial monthly goals. You cannot carry this into 2019 with you. And so you guys, like I said, I really and truly, when it comes to your services, and once again, the reason why people don't buy, you have to make sure that you show them the value on what it is that they're selling. You guys, you also have to make sure that you address their fears, because those fears are there. Those fears are real for them. Those fears are real for them. And the other thing I want you to ask yourself, and I've been saying this a lot, you guys, you have to know in your knower of your knower that what you are selling, you really and truly believe that it's life-changing. If you are an entrepreneur and you're selling something that you don't believe is life-changing, you guys, I question you on why you are even selling it. And so some of you guys, well, Bev, I'm a photographer. And so it's not life-changing. If you don't believe what you do is life-changing, once again, I challenge you on why you're selling it. If you're a photographer, those are memories that they can, in that moment of time that you're capturing, that they're going to treasure forever. Some of them take those photos and they pass it down to generation to generation to generation. So once again, if you don't truly believe that what you are selling is life-changing, why are you selling it? Because when you come from that piece of truly believing that it's life-changing, that helps you to convey the value in what it is that you're selling. So once again, you have to make sure that you truly believe in what it is that you're selling. Once again, if you don't believe that it's life-changing, then once again, why are you selling it? And I know some of you guys are in some businesses right now, and you're selling stuff and you don't even believe you're selling it because you saw somebody else doing it. But once again, if you don't think it's life-changing, why are you doing it? I'm just saying, I'm just going to leave that right there for some of you guys, like I said, that are selling stuff just because you saw someone else do that. That is not going to, you're not going to be able to sustain a business like that. So you want to make sure that you are selling something that you really and truly believe is life changing. So you guys, once again, I need you to remember these three things. So like I said, the number one reason why you're not selling, people are not buying your services, once again, they have to see the value. And like I said, sometimes we get mad and we get upset. Oh my gosh, these people don't want to buy the, I don't understand. You guys, a lot of times it's not them. A lot of times it is not them. I'm just saying. Now, once again, there are some people that, like I said, they're never going to buy anything from you. If it's not free, they don't want it. Some of them don't even want the free stuff, but that's a whole different story. But once again, I promise you, 99% of the times when people, they talk about and they say it's the money, that's not what it is. It's not that. It's not that. It is something else. And like I said, you have to be able to peel back the layers on that thing to see what it is that they're actually dealing with. Because a lot of times it's this fear. And so, like I said, not only do you have to, be able to portray the value in what it is that you're selling, you also have to make sure that you address those fears. Like I said, it's a little dance that you're doing. I'm doing a little two-step. Because I got to address these two things. And then, like I said, when you really and truly believe in your heart of hearts of what you're selling, that it is actually life-changing for someone, it makes it so much easier for you to talk about the value. Because you know that you are the only person on this earth that can get them the results that they desire. You are the only person on this earth. And so once again, if you're not out there letting them know that you have this particular product or service and that it's out there, and not only is it out there, but you're selling it, I'm selling it at this price, and I know it's going to change your life. And like I said, you should live, eat, breathe, sleep that knowing. I'm telling you, it makes it so much easier to get your services out there in front of people and actually to get people to buy. So you guys, let me know if you're hearing me. Let me know if you're hearing me. Because I don't know if there we go. Okay, I see you. Because you guys, like I said, I'm telling you, it makes such a huge difference. So you guys, that is my rant for tonight. Well, I don't think I was ranting. I think I was actually, I was kind of calm tonight. But once again, those of you that are in my Facebook group, you have already seen this. I've been talking to my Facebook group about this for almost a week. The Road to 5K months, this workshop and implementation week that we're having. Those of you that are joining me from my personal page or my business page, all you've seen me post about was the title of this particular thing, but you haven't seen the price or anything because all of that information is in my Facebook group. So this particular workshop are for those of you that need some support with creating your packaging. So we've already talked about it's a 4-hour workshop on September the 8th. 4-hour workshop on September the 8th. And so during that time, we are going to walk step by step. Once again, I'm going to give you my formula. The math teacher and me, I always use the term formula. It's a blueprint. I'm going to give you guys a blueprint of what you can use to put out to create your packages and your services. Period. And although we'll probably only have a time during the call for you to create one, once we get done with this call, you use this information to create the other packages for your program or for your business. And then on starting September the 10th, we're going to have a week of implementation. So every day there will be a task. That task will go out early in the morning. Part of that task is going to be for you to sell. You guys, I'm not doing this if you are not ready to sell. Like, let me rephrase, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it for those people who are ready to sell. So when I tell you you're going to spend 7 days being so far outside your comfort zone, but once again, at the end, you're going to generate at least, and I'm saying at least, an additional $1,000 in your business. That's at the least. Because remember, my goal is for you to start generating $1,000 weeks in your coaching business, and then to get that to $1,000 days in your coaching business. So every time you sell something, when you look at that calendar, once again, literally, I have a paper calendar that I have printed out. Trina, you sell it to your ideal client. You're going to sell to your ideal client. We're going to talk about all that. We're talking about all that. We're going to talk about how you're going to get these services out in front of the people, because once again, you want to make sure. So Trina, for instance, I'm noticing with your post, and we talked about this in Messenger, how that post that you had, once again, that post, the next post you could do is a post of you selling a particular service that using your same platform, using your Facebook platform. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So Trina, we're going to work on getting your social media pages, because you guys, once again, first of all, your social media pages, that's an excellent place for you to promote your services. So whether or not you use your personal page, your business page, someone else's Facebook groups, you cannot tell me on Facebook that there are not people out there that are your ideal client. Now, if your ideal clients are millennials, then yeah, Facebook is not it. But Trina, your ideal clients are not millennials. So your ideal clients are on Facebook. And so, once again, I'm telling you now. So you guys, with this workshop, Trina, you're not finding nobody. Look, but like I said, you guys, those of you, and if you're frustrated with your sales right now, like I said, I challenge you. Are you conveying the value? Do people actually see the value in what it is that you're selling right now? Because you cannot tell me that there are people that are either in a Facebook group that you're in, or on your business page, your personal page, whatever you use to promote your business, on your email list, your blog, somebody that you know that I'm not going to give away all the secrets, but once again, we're going to talk about how to get those people to purchase your services. But once again, it's going to take you looking internally and asking, because like I said, once we talk about how to structure your services, it will make it easier for you to be able to convey the value to people. So it's going to make it a little bit easier for you. But once again, there we go. Yes. That's what I want to hear from you, Trina. That's what I want to hear. Yes, ma'am. And so those of you, if you are not a part of my Facebook group, go ahead and join my Facebook group, the Road to 5K Months workshop, if you want more information on that, because I have a special pricing that's in there. Because when I release the Road to 5K to the public, which is those that follow me on my business page and my personal page, the payment plan option is not going to be an option. It's not going to be an option. So once I go public with this thing, it's pay in full. That's going to be your only option. Pay in full. That's it. So that's what I'm saying. If you want and that's the special that I'm talking about over in the Facebook group. Over in the Facebook group, it has the payment plan over there. That payment plan goes away on Wednesday, August 22nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It goes away. It goes away. It goes away. Hey, Kitty, it goes away. So once again, those of you, if you want to be a part of the Road to 5K Plus Month workshop, and once again, notice work is in capital letters for a reason. When we get off that call on September the 8th, you are going to be sweating. You're going to be sweating. And then once again, during that implementation week, which starts on Monday, September the 10th. Monday, September the 10th. We're going to actually implement. So all the stuff that we did, I don't want you guys just creating and then we never do anything. We're going to then start implementing. We're going to get these services out in front of your ideal client. You're going to be selling for 7 days straight. Some of you guys like, you guys, once again, you cannot be an entrepreneur. You're not trying to sell something every day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Regina, I see you. I see your comments. So yeah, I'll hop in your inbox. Regina, I thought you were in the Facebook. I'll hop in your inbox, okay? And tell you more about the Road to 5K workshop. But like I said, you guys, I told the people, I think it's about 15 people, almost 20 people that have signed up for the Road to 5K. I think we're almost at 20. I'll go 15 to be on the safe side. But once again, it starts on September the 8th. So those of you that need to sell something between now and then to get in, but to get the price of it, you have to be in my Facebook group to get the price, especially if you want the payment plan. And then when I go public, so I will go public. And when I say public, actually talking about the investment price on my personal page and on my business page on Thursday. But that means the payment plan, those of you that are not in my Facebook group, you're not going to get that option for the payment plan. And you guys, I'm just saying. That's another thing. If you have a Facebook group, there should be special incentives that you have just for those people in your Facebook group and those people that are on your email list. And this is one of the incentives. Actually, they had two incentives. But this is the second incentive that the people in my Facebook group have. They get the option of the payment plan. Once again, those of you that are not in my Facebook group, you don't get that option. The only option you will have is pay in full. So once again, if you're interested in the title of my group resonates with you, highly successful Christian female coaches and consultants, then definitely come on in and join. Make sure you answer the 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, I'm not letting you in the group. So once again, If you're not inside the group, but you are interested in the Road to 5K months, then be on the lookout on my page at 10:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, because that's when I'll go public with it and everything that's involved. But if you go on my page now, my personal page, you'll see what's involved, what we're going to actually do during that time. The only thing you don't see on my personal page is the price, is the investment. And once again, that's in my Facebook group. If you're interested in the program and you're like, Bev, I'm not a Christian, or Bev, I'm not female, but you still want to participate, then message me and we'll talk about the investment for you. Okay, you guys, so that is it. Yes. See, I'm telling you. And you guys, and this is something else, you guys, and we'll talk about this all with the Road to 5K. We'll talk about the psychology behind the early bird pricing, because there's actually some psychology behind this. And so those of you that are in the Road to 5K, once again, we're going to talk about the psychology behind early bird prices versus your regular pricing, versus doing bonuses and all that stuff. There's psychology behind all of that. And so we're going to talk about that. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Yes, ma'am. Tiffany, if they don't know, now they know. So you guys, that's all I have. You know, I try to keep these at 30 minutes. And one day I'm gonna do that. But you guys, like I said, if you are interested in the Road to 5K, once again, it is specifically for those people that know, first of all, you're undercharging for your services, or two, you don't know how to package your services. So that's what we're doing. 4 hours together. We're going to walk through this blueprint of getting that package out there, getting that package together, making sure that not only do you have what you need in there as far as the content, but also making sure you have it at a price where you can sell it, you guys, at a price you can sell. And then once again, implementation week, selling. Once again, because you guys, I want you to shoot for a goal to make a minimum of $1,000 during that implementation week. That's a minimum. Some of you guys will be at 1,000. Some of you will be at 2,000. Some of you may even hit 5,000 in that 1 week, just depending upon how you have it packaged and priced. I'm just saying. Like I said, some of you guys have your services priced at $197, and it should be $19.97. But hey, if you join the Road to 5K, we'll talk about how to make that happen without you dumping in a bunch of stuff. It's not about the stuff. Remember, it's not about the stuff. It's about the value. It's about the results. How are you going to help people get results? That's what people pay for. People pay for results, period. Okay. So you guys, that is it. Once again, if you are interested in the Road to 5K months and you're not a part of the group, go ahead and join the group. If the title of the group does not resonate with you, because you're like, Bev, I'm not a Christian, Bev, I'm not female, then hop in my inbox and we'll talk about it. Because it's going to be amazing. Once again, that workshop, the actual day is September the 8th, and then implementation week is the week of September the 10th. Those of you that are in the Facebook group, remember the payment option disappears on Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You go to that link at 10:01, all you're going to see is the regular price and the VIP price. That is it. The payment plan goes away. It goes away. It goes away. Get your money together. Some of you guys need to sell some stuff this week before Wednesday to get your money together so you can go ahead, because once again, your goal is to either double or triple your investment. That's what your goal needs to be, to double or to triple this investment. So you guys, that is all that I have for you today. I will not be live tomorrow because I'm meeting with my faith-filled and fully booked, and those women, they keep me on the call for like 2-3 hours. So I will not be live tomorrow, but I will be live back on a Wednesday. So you guys have an incredible day. Once again, if you have any questions about the Road to 5K plus months workshop, if you're like, Bev, is this workshop for me? Hit me up. I don't have an issue with answering the questions. I know that I owe Radina a message. So Radina, I will message you in a minute once I get done with this live stream. So you guys have an incredible day. You guys, I will see you back live on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, good night, good night, good night.